Have you ever wondered why, in a world where chaos seems to reign, the wise of all ages have found peace in silence? Today, I'm going to reveal an ancient secret that can transform your mind and bring the tranquility you've been seeking. Discover how Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies can transform your mind and bring the tranquility you've been seeking. And what if I told you that silence can be more powerful than any word? Keep watching to find out how Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies can teach you to cultivate this inner power. Did you know that silence can be as powerful as a shout in a crowded room? In many cultures, it is considered the language of the wisest space, where answers arise without words. Imagine a tranquil lake, where the water's surface perfectly reflects the blue sky and white clouds. Now, imagine a stone being thrown into this lake, creating ripples that disturb the calm. Just as the stone disturbs the lake's tranquility, digital distractions disturb the peace of our minds. In a world where we are constantly connected, inner silence becomes a precious commodity. This video explores how Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies can help us cultivate this inner silence, bringing peace and clarity to our minds. The Stoics had a secret to staying calm amidst chaos. Are you ready to discover how to apply this wisdom to your modern life? Stoicism, the inner garden. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you controlled just one thing in your life? The Stoics have a surprising answer. Imagine your mind as a garden, where the weeds of stress need to be removed. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to observe negative thoughts as passing clouds. Are you ready to tend to your inner garden? Think with me. If you could control just one thing in your life, what would it be? The Stoics have a surprising answer to this question. Let's explore together. Have you ever tried to control your mind like a rider tames a horse? Stoicism has the answer you need. Imagine your mind as a garden. The Stoics believe that this garden needs constant care, as weeds, negative thoughts, and worries grow uninvited. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, suggested that a negative thought is like a passing cloud. Observe it, but don't cling to it. Think about this. You're watching a video on YouTube, and suddenly, that annoying ad pops up, interrupting everything. It's not the end of the world, but your reaction to it defines whether you click skip or let it ruin your moment. Stoicism teaches us to click the mental skip. We can't control the ads or life's problems, but we can control how we face them. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that originated in Greece and flourished in the Roman Empire. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from within, not from external circumstances. They taught that we should accept what we cannot control and focus on what we can. If this already makes sense to you, wait until you discover what silence can reveal in a simple Buddhist practice. Meditation and reflection. For the Stoics, meditation and reflection are essential practices for cultivating inner silence. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, wrote in his Meditations that we should retreat within ourselves and find peace. He compared the mind to a garden that needs to be cared for and cultivated. Just as a gardener removes weeds so that flowers can grow, we must remove negative thoughts and distractions so that inner peace can flourish. Practices of self-control. Another important Stoic practice is self-control. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, taught that we should control our emotional reactions and not be carried away by external circumstances. He compared the mind to a horse that needs to be tamed. Just as a rider must control the horse to follow the right path, we must control our emotions so that our minds follow the path of peace. Relevance in the digital age. In the digital age, we are constantly bombarded with information and distractions. Stoicism teaches us to filter these distractions and focus on what truly matters. Just as a river flows calmly, even when there are obstacles in its path, we must keep our minds calm and focused, even when facing digital distractions. Buddhism, silent observation. Did you know that Buddha compared the mind to a drunken monkey, jumping from branch to branch, uncontrollable and restless? Now imagine this drunken monk being guided by a wise person who teaches it to sit calmly, without hurry, just observing the environment. This is the essence of Vipassana meditation. Observe, accept, and eventually free yourself. Imagine a Buddhist monk sitting by a river. He observes the water flowing without trying to control its course. Suddenly, a leaf falls into the water and floats gently. The monk smiles, knowing that the leaf will find its natural path. This is the essence of Wu Wei, the Taoist concept of non-action. Try closing your eyes for 10 seconds and feel the inner silence. What do you perceive? When you practice mindfulness, you are giving yourself the gift of existing in the now. An example? Wash your hands as if it were the first time. Feel the water, the touch of the soap, the temperature. It's simple, but profoundly transformative. Thich Nhat Hanh called this washing dishes to wash dishes. It's not just about the task, but about living it fully. Buddhism is a religion and philosophy that originated in India and spread throughout the world. Buddhists believe that the mind is the source of all suffering and happiness. They teach us that we must cultivate the mind to achieve inner peace. But how exactly do Buddhists manage to transform a restless mind into an oasis of peace? The answer might surprise you. Keep watching to find out. Vipassana meditation. One of the most well-known Buddhist practices is Vipassana meditation, which means clear vision. This meditation helps us observe our thoughts and emotions without clinging to them. Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, compared the mind to a cloudy sky. Just as clouds dissipate to reveal the blue sky, our thoughts and emotions dissipate when we practice Vipassana meditation, revealing inner peace. Mindfulness practices. Another important Buddhist practice is mindfulness, which means full attention. Thich Nhat Hanh, a Vietnamese Buddhist master, taught that we should be present in the moment without worrying about the past or the future. He compared the mind to a flower that blooms. Just as a flower blooms slowly, we must cultivate mindfulness so that our minds bloom in peace. Relevance in the digital age. In the digital age, we are constantly connected and distracted. Buddhism teaches us to disconnect and focus on the present moment. Just as a tree remains firm and strong, even when the wind blows, we must remain firm and focused, even when facing digital distractions. Still seem too abstract? Imagine transforming your mind into a tranquil river. Taoism shows how this is possible. Taoism, flowing naturally. Have you ever noticed how rivers never argue with the stones that block their path? They simply flow around them. For Taoism, the secret to inner peace lies in Wu Wei, or non-action. It's not about laziness, but about allowing things to follow their natural course. Lao Tzu said that the world is in harmony when we do not try to force it. Think of your life as a dance, where you follow the music instead of trying to conduct it. In practice, it can be as simple as stopping to fight against the red light in traffic. Instead, use the moment to breathe and observe your surroundings. Taoism is a Chinese philosophy based on the teachings of Lao Tzu, the author of the Tao Te Ching. Taoists believe that we should follow the natural course of things without forcing or resisting. Taoist meditation. Taoist meditation helps us connect with nature and find inner peace. Lao Tzu compared the mind to a river that flows naturally. Just as a river flows effortlessly, we must allow our minds to flow naturally, without forcing or resisting. Practices of Wu Wei. Another important Taoist practice is Wu Wei, which means non-action. Zhuangzi, another Taoist philosopher, taught that we should act without effort, following the natural course of things. He compared the mind to a leaf falling from a tree. Just as a leaf falls naturally, we must act naturally, without forcing or resisting. But how can we reconcile these philosophies amidst digital chaos? That's where they meet and transform your routine. Application in the digital age. Did you know that many mindfulness apps are designed to disconnect you from the apps themselves? In the digital age, we cultivate agitated legs. Each notification is a stone that disturbs our peace, but we can create inner silence with simple practices. Stoicism. Use daily lists to prioritize what truly matters and ignore the rest. Buddhism. Set reminders for small mindfulness breaks. Taoism. Try a digital detox where you flow with the moment without being guided by notifications. It's like turning off the Wi-Fi of the mind for a few hours to recharge your inner energy. Each philosophy offers its own airplane mode. In the digital age, we are constantly trying to control and force things. Taoism teaches us to follow the natural course of things without forcing or resisting. Just as a cloud floats freely in the sky, we must allow our minds to float freely, without forcing or resisting. Comparison and contrast. Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies have similarities and differences in their approach to inner silence. All of them teach the importance of cultivating the mind to achieve inner peace. However, each has its own practices and teachings. Similarities. All three philosophies teach the importance of meditation and reflection for cultivating inner silence. They also teach the importance of controlling our emotional reactions and focusing on the present moment. Differences. Stoics focus more on self-control and accepting external circumstances. Buddhists focus more on observing thoughts and emotions and practicing mindfulness. Taoists focus more on following the natural course of things and practicing wu-wei. Complementarity. Each philosophy can complement the other in the pursuit of inner silence. For example, we can use Stoic practices of self-control to help us focus on the present moment, as Buddhists teach. We can also use Taoist practices of wu-wei to help us accept external circumstances, as Stoics teach. Practical application in the digital age. In the digital age, we face many challenges in cultivating inner silence. However, we can apply Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist lessons in our daily lives to find inner peace. Challenges of the digital age. We are constantly connected and distracted by our digital devices. This can make us anxious and stressed, disturbing the peace of our minds. How to apply the lessons. We can apply Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist lessons in our daily lives to find inner peace. For example, we can practice Vipassana meditation to observe our thoughts and emotions without clinging to them. We can also practice mindfulness to be present in the moment, without worrying about the past or the future. We can also practice wu-wei to follow the natural course of things without forcing or resisting. Practical tools and techniques. There are many practical tools and techniques we can use to cultivate inner silence in the digital age. For example, we can use guided meditation apps to help us practice Vipassana meditation. We can also use daily reminders to help us practice mindfulness. We can also disconnect our digital devices for a while to help us practice wu-wei. Inner silence is not just a beautiful idea, it's a revolutionary practice. Are you ready to experience the power of doing nothing? If you found these practices transformative, share this video with someone who also seeks inner peace. Together, we can create a more tranquil world. Inner silence is a revolutionary practice. Are you ready to experience the power of doing nothing? Let's start right now. In a world where we are constantly connected and distracted, inner silence becomes a precious commodity. Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies teach us the importance of cultivating the mind to achieve inner peace. We can apply the lessons of these philosophies in our daily lives to find inner peace, even in the digital age. In this video, we explored how Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist philosophies approach inner silence. We saw that they all teach the importance of meditation and reflection for cultivating inner peace. We also saw that each has its own practices and teachings, which can complement each other in the pursuit of inner silence. The importance of cultivating inner silence. Cultivating inner silence is essential for achieving peace and mental clarity. In the digital age, we face many challenges in cultivating inner silence. However, we can apply Stoic, Buddhist, and Taoist lessons in our daily lives to find inner peace. I encourage everyone to practice inner silence to achieve peace and mental clarity. We can use the practical tools and techniques explored in this video to help us cultivate inner silence. Let's disconnect our digital devices for a while and connect with nature and our minds. Let's practice meditation, mindfulness, and Wu Wei to find inner peace. Remember, these philosophies don't guarantee a life free from anxiety, but they offer something even more powerful: the ability to transform your relationship with it. So, which practice will you try first? Stoicism, Buddhism, or Taoism? Let us know in the comments, and keep in mind, peace is not a destination, it's a journey. What small step can you take today to move closer to the peace you desire? The choice is yours, and every action matters. If this content resonated with you, share it with someone who could benefit from these practices. Let's foster a community that values self-awareness, wisdom, and growth. And remember, each day brings a new opportunity to learn, grow, and find serenity. Take a deep breath. Your journey has already begun. Throughout this exploration, we've seen how those on the path of self-discovery can turn even the greatest challenges into sources of strength and wisdom. Through Stoicism, Buddhism, and Taoism, we've learned that true inner peace comes not from controlling the world around us. Now, it's your turn to reflect on your own journey. Consider the obstacles you face and how these teachings could inspire changes in your life. Share your stories or reflections in the comments, and let's build a supportive community of mutual learning. If you found value in this content, please like, share, and subscribe to the Zen Path channel for more on personal development. To dive even deeper, have your ebook Transforming Challenges into Inner Strength by clicking the link in the first comment. To continue your exploration, check out the 2 recommended videos on the screen. Click on one of them to deepen your journey of self-discovery even further. See you there.